Hey, I'm Kevin.
I'm Jeremiah.
This is VideoGameEats.
Where you craft your favorite foods from your favorite video games.
Welcome to the Vault Hunter Barbecue Bash.
Yeah.
You'll never get me alive, you robotic son of a bitch!
This is shaking like crazy.
My bad, finger slipped.
Need a face shot! Boom!
You get the out. This is the first episode of our Borderlands Eats mini-series. What are we making today, Jay?
We're starting off with some Smoked Skag, some Slaw, and Claptrap Truffle Mac.
And then we're finishing it off with some Pandoran Pickles, some Borderlands BBQ Sauce, and some homemade buns. Jay's gonna kick it all off by rubbing down some Skag.
So the first recipe we're starting with is Smoked Skag. We got a shoulder from the boil we got. Kevin and I snuck up on. First, what we're gonna do is we're going to remove all of the skin. We're gonna cut off some of the fat so we have just a nice piece of shoulder. So Skag meat's a little bit tougher. There's a lot of strong skin there. Gotta have that armor to survive on Pandora. And then you put it on your face. All right, so once you remove all the skin and trim off most of the excess fat, we're going to go ahead and season it up. So great news, Ellie had a couple boxes of Scooter's rub left over, so we were able to acquire some, and we're gonna go ahead and rub down this Skag shoulder. First step is we're gonna add some binder because we want to be able to have this stick while it's cooking on the smoker. Got that yum. Pour the sugar on there. Now we have all the binder on there. We're gonna put Scooter's dry rub on liberally. So now that the Skag shoulder is all barked up with this delicious Scooter seasoning, we're gonna throw it in the Traeger.
You haven't shot me in the face! Curious as to why!
All right, so the first step, we wanna make sure we have enough pellets. We do not, so we're gonna add some. We're using the Traeger Reserve Apple Cherry Artisanal Blend because it's gonna make a great addition to the Skag. All right, so the next step is we're going to ignite this bad boy, so. For the first step of the smoke, we want to make sure it gets to 160. We're going to stab this right into the deepest part of the shoulder, not near the bone. And now we wait until 160.
Excellent, the Vault Hunter!
Next up is some Pandoran Pickles, just for that little extra side with our barbecue platter we're making. We're gonna go ahead and take 1 cup of water, add it to our pan here. And then we're gonna take a 1.5 cups of white vinegar, or 12 ounces. And add that in as well. And then 1 tablespoon of salt is gonna go in there also. And now all you're gonna do there is you're gonna let that heat up. You don't want it really to come to too heavy of a boil. You just want that salt to dissolve into the vinegar and water mixture. And that is a universal pickling liquid that you can use for onions, carrots, whatever you want to pickle. Next thing we're gonna do is chop up some cucumbers, which you harvested right out of the garden. We're just gonna make them into chips, so we can just set them nicely on our barbecue platter. And you're just gonna cut them just like this. About a 1/4 inch thick on each of them. And then just take them and put them in your deli container here. You can get like a 30 pack of these for like $6 on Amazon. All right, we got our pickles in our deli container here. We're gonna go ahead and take 5 cloves of garlic. Just add those in there. Try to get them down in there a little bit. That's gonna add a ton of good flavor. And then also we're gonna take about 5, 6 small sprigs of dill and just add those in there also. And we're also gonna take 1 tablespoon of full peppercorns and drop those in there as well. And then little trick, you're gonna take a paper towel, stick it in there, and this will help when you're pouring your liquid in, nothing will float up and go everywhere. And all you're gonna do is take your liquid and just pour it in until they're all covered up. This is the most popular Pandoran pickle recipe there is. And then all you're gonna do is you're actually gonna leave this uncovered until it gets to about room temperature. Then you're gonna cover it up, throw it in the fridge. And luckily we already made some of these a couple days ago, so they have a little more flavor in them. We're gonna use those for our final plating. Now that we got our pickles done, we gotta make some buns. These are gonna rest for about an hour. We still got the meat smoking. Probably gotta do another 2-3 hours on that smoke. It's looking really good though. We're excited to show you guys some sneak peeks of that. But first things first, we gotta make a tongzong for our buns. If I'm saying that wrong, correct me in the comment. First things first, we're gonna drop 2 tablespoons of flour in there. And this is on like medium heat. You don't want it to be too hot. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of filtered water. And we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of milk. And you're just gonna whisk constantly. And just keep whisking. Should get to about that consistency there, nice and thick. Take your rubber spatch, get all that good old tazong out of there. And then just set that aside. Our next step is we're gonna take another small saucepan. We're gonna take a 1/2 cup of water and a 1/2 cup of milk, and we're gonna add that in here. And we're only gonna put that on there for about 30 to 40 seconds until it reaches about 110 degrees. All right, this is at about 108 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and transfer that to a different bowl. And then we're gonna add about 2.5 teaspoons of instant dry yeast to our mixture. And we're just gonna whisk that in there. And these buns are widely sought after throughout Pandora. It was actually made famous first in Sanctuary. And then you know what happened with Sanctuary. So luckily we still have the recipe. All right, once it's all whisked in, you're gonna go ahead and just set this aside for about 10 minutes. And then you're gonna prepare your dry ingredients.
I will now read the crimes of the condemned. You kidnapped my...
After the first 90 minutes, we're gonna wanna spritz it. We've already been spritzing it, so we're about 3 hours in, but we wanna hit it one more time before we wrap it in the butcher paper.
Next step for our dough, we're gonna take 3.5 cups of Arthur's unbleached organic bread flour. And to that, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And we're gonna give that a little whisk. So once you have your flour mixed up with your salt and your sugar, you're gonna go ahead and take it, add it onto your mixer, drop that down. Remember, always lock it and start it on stir. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our yeast, milk, water mixture, and you're just gonna slowly add it in and let that come together. Get a little speed on there. And then next in is gonna be 1 full egg. And then we're gonna grab 1 egg yolk. And drop that in there. And then next step is we're gonna take our tazon, scoop it up out of your bowl here, and get that in there. And then next we're gonna go add in about 2 tablespoons of butter. And then once you see the butter all mixed in, you're gonna let it go for another 30 seconds about. Wow, this is shaking like crazy. Woo! Jack must be drilling for another vault. Whew. All right, your dough's done. Next thing, we're gonna take a large bowl here. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil and just take a paper towel and go ahead and just get all the edges of the bowl nice and greasy. We're gonna take this, unlock it, pull it out. Oh. Get it off the dough hook. Take it off there. And we're gonna add it back into our bowl. And then that's gonna sit covered for about an hour and a half. And after that hour and a half, we're gonna go ahead and form these into buns and then let them rest again and then bake them up. Boom. And now Jay's gonna make some barbecue sauce.
So the next thing we're gonna make for our wonderful Vault Hunters barbecue bash is some barbecue sauce from Borderlands. So the first step is we're gonna add in all of our ketchup. We have 1 cup of ketchup. Next, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce and 3 tablespoons of molasses. Woo-wee! Now we're gonna let all of these liquid ingredients just kind of meld together and warm up a little bit before we add our dry. All right, so this is warmed up. We're gonna go ahead and add half of a tightly packed cup of brown sugar. All right, after adding that, letting all of the brown sugar just break down into the molasses and the ketchup and the Worcestershire sauce, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Next, we're adding 1 teaspoon of fresh cracked black pepper, 3 tablespoons of vinegar. We have 1.5 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, and 1 tablespoon of delicious salt. Okay, now we're gonna let it simmer for about 8 minutes until it thickens up.
All right, y'all, it's been about 3.5 hours. Our bark is formed on our smoked skag, and we are so excited to pull this off. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up in some butcher paper and then put it back in the smoker for a couple more hours. So what we're gonna do is take a hefty amount of butcher paper, about the table's length, and just rip it off. Once you got your butcher paper rolled out, we're gonna go ahead and take our giant hunk of delicious meat, pull it right off of there, get it on here. Oh my God, the smell on this thing is actually delicious. We're gonna close that back up, and we're gonna take our spritzer. We're gonna spritz it down heavily before we put it back in. And I'm gonna give it a flip and get the other side as well. We're gonna take our thermometer out for now, and we're gonna go ahead and fold this half over and get the sides in here, and then we're gonna go ahead and just wrap it up. Just like that. You're gonna put your thermometer back in, and then we're gonna go ahead and throw this right back on the smoker for another few hours.
All right, it's been about 8 minutes and it's thickening up perfectly. It's looking, it smells, it's just, it's doing all the things. So the next step is we're gonna throw it in the smoker for 5 minutes to just impart that beautiful smoky flavor. All right, we're gonna leave it in there for about 5 minutes.
Our next recipe is some Slaw. Thanks Alf's Kitchen for letting us use this recipe. First things first, we went ahead and cut up 3 apples into matchsticks, nice and small. We're gonna dump those into a bigger bowl here. And we also cut up 3 sticks of celery, also into matchsticks. We're gonna add those in. Next up, we're gonna take about a 1/4 cup of mayo and a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. We're gonna add those together. We're also gonna take a teaspoon of poppy seeds, dump those in there, and then a teaspoon of your hot sauce of your choice. And then we're gonna go ahead and just give this a mix, get everything nice together. And this is gonna go over the top of our celery and our apples. You're gonna go ahead and just dump this right in here. And then we're gonna go ahead and toss it up. Get everything coated nicely. Try not to spill like I'm doing here. And once it's coated, we're gonna go ahead and take about a 1/4 cup of chives, which we harvested right out of the garden. And we're gonna add those as well. And then also about 1 cup of chopped parsley. And then you're gonna give it another toss. All right, and after you make a giant mess all over the table, you're gonna have some nice, delicious apple celery psycho slaw from Al's Kitchen.
Hello, bloodthirsty maniac! It is I, Claptrap, Slayer of the Destroyer, and Super General of the Crimson Raiders! We have you completely surrounded! Open the gates now, and perhaps I will be merciful.
All right, next up, we're gonna form our buns. Our dough has been rising for about an hour and a half. So we're gonna take this plastic wrap off of here. I'm gonna get a little bit of flour here. Get it on our cutting board so it doesn't stick. And then I'm also gonna get a little on my hand so it doesn't stick there either. And we're gonna go ahead and give this dough a punch and release all that gas. And we are going to roll that out onto there, stretch it out, and we're gonna go into 12 pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're doing 11 buns. My math is not that good. So all you're gonna do, take your buns, you're gonna fold them up and under like this, just like that. Pinch the bottom, and then put that down on your tray, just like that. And repeat for all 11 of them. And if you like them a little bigger, you can do 6 or even 9. I just like to get a little bit more out of each recipe, and I found that 12 makes some good sized buns. Man, these buns are gonna go so good with Scooter Smoked Skag. I can taste it already. And that Psycho Slaw is gonna be a nice cool down to that Borderlands BBQ sauce we made. Now that we have all our buns laid out, we're gonna go ahead and cover these and let them proof for about 30 minutes.
I'm gonna sharpen my blade on your spine! Beautiful!
So it's been about 10 hours in the smoker. We're gonna pull out Scooter Smoked Skag and we're gonna let it rest for about 1 hour. This smells incredible. I'm very, very excited. Oh my God. Now it's gonna rest for about an hour and we're gonna drop to a temperature of 195 internal.
Go down scene. We're doing something very different than your average action shooter here with Seriously?
All right, and next we're gonna make some of Claptrap's famous Truffle Mac. So first step, we're gonna add 2.5 tablespoons of butter. Now I know what you want right now. Go out and buy a shirt first. The butter dance. The butter dance. The butter dance. Woo! All right, now that all of that butter is melted, we're gonna go ahead and throw in 2 tablespoons of flour. As you know, with those 2 ingredients, we're making a roux, but on Pandora, we call that a rack roux. And what you're looking for is that nutty smell coming from the flour. All right, so it's been a little bit. Our roux is looking great. We're gonna add in the milk and make a bechamel. Now we're gonna let this bechamel thicken up a little bit and we're gonna add our aged cheddar cheese.
Appreciate you stopping by. Mazda, well, it's been hard on all of us. But Ava, she's taking it extra hard. Can't blame her. When my brother Scooter passed, I got in my car and just drove from light to dark, running over bandits and thinking of the good times.
I would like a moment of silence across all of YouTube for our homie Scooter. Rest in peace. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna add 20 ounces of aged cheddar cheese. We prefer Kerrygold out in Pandora, but anything will do. All right, and this is the consistency you should expect out of your bechamel with cheese. This is gonna stick to those cavatappi noodles like mwah. So the next step is to salt and pepper to taste. We like pepper in this house. And a little bit of salt. And last but not least, we have 1 tablespoon of black truffle oil. This is Claptrap's signature kick. All right, and with the power of movie magic, bang, we have 1 pound of cavatappi. So we have some al dente cavatappi we made off screen, and we're gonna add this into the glass bowl. And the last step is to add the cheese into the macaroni. Woo! This truffle smells really just coming out. It smells incredible. The aged cheddar, the salt, the pepper. All right, we're gonna set this mac aside, and then Kevin and I are gonna tear apart that skag shoulder.
Oh my gosh, it's been 10 hours. This is looking amazing. We cannot wait to unwrap this and pull it apart. We're gonna use the power of friendship and tear this skag shoulder apart.
First step.
Ooh, eject the thermometer.
Ow, it's really hot.
It's good though.
All right. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
All right.
Shit, dude.
Wow. What do y'all think it's gonna look like? Drop it in the comments. Ready? Let's flip it over. Boom. I can pick it up. Oh my, the bark, dude. Oh my gosh, bro.
Chromed out wheels, I don't need a windshield.
Said that today already. Dude, it smells amazing.
I cannot believe how good this smells.
The juices are starting to flow, dude.
Oh my God.
Okay, this maybe should have been a one-person job.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
The big reveal.
That is a juicy piece of meat. I'm gonna pick it up with myself here.
Is that gonna
The
come
bone's
out?
gonna fall out. Okay, I'll
Oh,
pick
you know
it
what we
up
gotta do with the bone, dude?
Oh, grab the bone, grab the bone. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It's falling out, it's falling out. Oh no, no. Get the paper out of there. Okay. All right.
Get the out of here!
Dude. Oh my gosh. You ready for this?
Oh, there's another one?
Oh. Yeah, get all that meat off there.
This was a one-person.
And get the out of here.
This was a one-person job.
All right. Oh my gosh, dude. And then, yeah, you want to just
Yeah,
go ahead. You do it first. Oh. Ooh, you just squish it. Oh my gosh. Just squish it all
silly.
out.
This is also getting hot. It's a little hot, 195 degrees.
Our hands are tough. Like this skag shoulder was until we
Dude, that's insane.
smoked it.
It smells so good, too.
It looks delicious too.
Why are we both doing it? I don't know,
I
but
don't know, it's fun.
you don't need to make that noise, dog. All right, Kevin, plate it up.
Got you, Jay. my gosh. Woo! 10.5 hours later, and we are done. This is the Vault Hunters Barbecue Bash. Jay, what did we make?
So today we made Scooter's Smoked Skag, Claptrap's Truffle Mac, Pandoran Pickles, homemade buns, Slaw, and our own Borderlands BBQ Sauce.
Oh yeah, man. I am super excited to dive in. How about you?
Absolutely.
All right. I think we got to start with that Slaw.
Yeah,
just to cleanse the palate a little bit.
Shout out to Alf, thank you. Crisp, refreshing, sweet, savory.
That is incredible. Alf, where are you getting these recipes, bro? My gosh. And you know, I'm gonna have to take this bun here. I'm gonna rip it open like a taco shell.
Hit it with a...
And just, I'm gonna stuff it full of this barbecue covered skag.
Yee.
Oh my gosh. Just like that. And hell, let's throw a pickle in there.
Heck
or
yeah.
two.
One is fine.
And just
cheers. I'm happy we found that skag that day.
There's so much like tang with the pickles and the cayenne and the barbecue sauce, and
It's like a full flavor profile.
it's insane, dude. I feel all my fish on up.
I don't care. It's delicious.
This is insane, bro. Get yourself out there and get a skag, because oh my gosh, it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Gotta put it down. Try some of this truffle mac.
Dude,
The aged cheddar is just like the top tier of what mac and cheese should be. And that little hint of truffle underneath, it's not overpowering. Perfect.
the truffle is so good. And like you said, the aged cheddar pops out, but like that truffle is so subtle that it just enhances that cheddar cheese so much, dude. What a dish. We hope you all had a great time here at the Vault Hunters Barbecue Bash.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching.
What should they do, Jay?
If you don't hit that subscribe button, I swear.
He could do something to you.
Hit the bell.
But in the meantime, have a wonderful night, and we're gonna finish eating this delicious food. Peace. Bro, mac and cheese is amazing, and we're never using a cookbook again.